Is there a difference between customers raising a complaint to you and the customers responding to a survey questionnaire? I understand it's not a very complicated question. However, it's interesting to analyze these subtle nuances. If you are into business and if you are looking for areas of improvement, this video is for you. My name is Rajesh and I work as a solution consultant with The Alchemist. We are a premium partner with the Zoho, and today we will be having a look into one of their flagship product. It's called Zoho Desk, particularly built to manage or take care of the various workflow related to the customer grievances or customer complaint management, starting from the stage where they raise or report an issue to various workflow associated with that to actually take care of these issues completely, in terms of assigning the ticket, in terms of accessing the knowledge base to provide the assistance to the customer, and also in terms of escalating the workflow whenever necessary. All these aspects are extensively taken care of in this particular application, and I'm sure this video would be definitely helpful. With this, let's have a look into the application itself. So I would be handling this in two stages. Initially, I'll give you an overview of what are the key functionalities offered by the Zoho Desk, and then we will have a look into how those functionalities are placed in the application itself. All right. So as you could see here on the screen, this is the Zoho Desk feature page, and you can see that a lot of options are available with the Zoho Desk. So if you see, it's again a place where you can connect multiple channels and then manage the assistance or manage the support. So that's why we can see that it has an option for omni-channel support, where it supports multiple channel, including the email, phone, chat, or any other social media channels. All these aspects can be connected directly, and it could also use some of the functionalities like the web forms, or even the social media handles can be directly integrated with the Zoho Desk, making it very flexible and easy for customers to report and reach out to you any concerns that they have. I think this is where we can start with the differentiation of the importance of managing customer grievances or customer complaints comes into picture, because customer complaining to you is a very good thing in a way, I would say, because one of the good thing is the customer is still with you using your product or service and reaching out to you to actually express certain concerns that they have, right? So it's a good opportunity. I understand this is absolutely challenging, because you have to understand what are the issues that they're reporting, and then you have to come up with logically how to fix and take care of these issues. So it's definitely challenging, but it's a good opportunity for us to gain customer loyalty, right? So that's where you can underline the importance of resolving or looking into customer grievances is very important, and at the same time the importance of having an effective tool comes into picture, right? Most often many of the small and medium segment companies would come back and say that they're very small, they cannot go for a solution right now. They just have 2 agents, they just have 1 agent, and they just have less than 10 customers or less than 50 customers, and they're managing it with different other options parallelly available to take care of that. But to that, what I would say, what my belief is, when it comes to the support functionality, it is ideal to start this as early as possible, because there are a lot of optimizations required as we continue using the software, as we continue or as we start using the Zoho Desk as a product. So if you start using this product after, let's say, you have 200 agents and let's say 10,000 customers, it would be very tedious and practically difficult for us to implement this effectively in a very short span of time. So a lot of effort has to be put in, and you would see a lot of resistance as well, because the more the number of people, you would see that adoption becomes a very tough challenge to handle first, and then think about implementation and going live with the product. However, if you are small, you can start small, so the investment is also less. The time that you need to spend on the solution building is also less, or configuration is also less, and you can go live faster. At the same time, you can experiment with various workflows and processes as you start using it. And it's very important that you start using one solution as early as possible, because it will allow you to experiment various processes that you define to effectively manage customer complaints, and you have a well documented framework already established before you scale it up to a larger volume. And it's very easy to switch from, let's say, 5 users to 10, and 10 to 15 and 20 and larger. So you would not have to go through the entire process all at once, making it really difficult. So definitely, to handle this objection, I would say it's always good to start it at early as possible. Have some solutions to manage this effectively, to give you a consolidated view of what's happening across all your the team members, right? So yeah, going back, so as I was mentioning, that's where this omni-channel aspect is going to help you out, and Zoho Desk has the capability to manage that, and a few other functionalities, like Zoho has an inbuilt AI capabilities, allowing you to create certain bots, and also in terms of sharing certain alerts and notifications. There are certain workflows that can be auto-initiated by these AI-based functionalities that Zoho already has built into the system, and a few other functionalities like if you want to have multiple brands configured, or if you want to have your own in-house knowledge base documentations to be drafted and created, it's absolutely possible, and the Zoho Desk facilitates that effectively. And at the same time, in some cases, if you want to manage multiple teams, you want to create teams, or if you want to have certain reply editors, again, AI enabled reply editors, Zoho Desk has these capabilities as well. And also it can be integrated with multiple other solutions within the Zoho ecosystem. That's again another advantage which I would definitely love to highlight here. At the same time, certain automations, having a tool does not mean that you have to do everything manually. So one of the key expectations that anybody would have when they take any solutions like this would be to automate some of the common functionalities, and Zoho Desk has these capabilities. A lot of workflows can be automated in terms of, let's say, assigning the tickets. If you want to automate the entire process, Zoho Desk has the capability for that. Now, assignments can be based on multiple conditions. It can be based on skill sets. It can be based on the teams. It can be based on the product category. You can define it, and this Zoho Desk has the capability to manage these assignments, or beat the alerts or notification that has to be generated automatically. So you can define certain SLAs or service level agreements, and based on that, if you want the next level of managers to be alerted or be notified about any breach of the SLAs, there are options available where automated alerts can be generated, and this can be intimated to the responsible person. That's again another advantage of having Zoho Desk, because a lot of automation, it has a powerful set of automation tools, including the blueprint and the escalation management functionalities that we have. It can help you immensely automate a lot of functionalities. Along with that, another aspect that commonly gets into picture is the interoperability part, where the basic expectation is any application should have the capability to connect with multiple other solutions. So Zoho Desk has the capability to extend or connect with multiple other systems. So it can be either within the Zoho ecosystem, or it can be connected to multiple other third-party solutions as well. There's a marketplace already available, which you can review, and you can see that there are a lot of solutions already available, and the plugins or connectors are already available, and users can configure that and start using it directly itself. That's also another advantage of the Zoho Desk. And at the same time, you can get a lot of insights with the reports and the dashboards that's already available, and you can customize it, and you can get to know about the pulse of what's happening in your support function completely using the reports and dashboards already available. And I understand the standard functionalities or standard features might not fit into exactly all your requirements. So Zoho has the capability to customize and tweak and provide you certain custom functions. That's also possible in terms of branding it or rebranding it. All these aspects can be managed using the Zoho custom functionalities, and the application is highly secured to ensure that the data that's getting into the application is not compromised. The security and privacy is not compromised at any stages. And also, in terms of access to the data, a lot of controls are available where users and roles can be defined in such a way that you can define what are the screens that they should be able to access and what are the actions that they should be able to do. All these controls are again possible within the application. That's the high-level view of what are the key functionalities that the Zoho Desk offers to you. And then let's have a look into the application itself, so that we have a clear understanding of what are the key functionalities offered by the solution. All right, so with this, I will just switch back. All right, so now let's have a look into the application directly. So we will just see on a high level quickly through some of the key options or menu options that are available in the application, and probably a kind of a workflow demonstration also, just to understand how this tool is going to help you out, right? So now when you log into the application, this is how the screen would normally look like. So to start with, you can see the main modules are listed here: the ticket, the knowledge base, the analytics, the customer list, activities, social media, instant messenger, chat. These are the different options. So as I mentioned in the high level overview, if I just go to the settings, you can see there's a place where you can see different channels that can be configured. So email, help center, chat, community, social, phone, web forms, multiple such channels can be connected. That's why they say it's an omni-channel platform to manage or to collect in the ticket generation or ticket reporting part. And then one of the areas that I want to highlight or quickly mention here right now is the help center. So this again, I would say a portal. It's a kind of a portal that can be created using the Zoho Desk, giving an access to the end users or customers to log into that portal and report their issues, or if they want to have a look at what's the status of the tickets that they have already reported. All those aspects can be actually viewed. So it's again a URL that's created. This can also be rebranded based on how you want the URLs to look like, or where you want to embed this, right? So here I'm just trying to log into that particular help center portal. So this is how normally it would look like. So you have an option to sign in to the page. So here again, you can provide the user ID and password. So I'm just typing in the user ID that I had created to log into this, right? And if I just sign in, you can see this is how the page would look like when you get into. So it's again a sample page. Now this can be customized completely based on your specific design themes. So the entire CSS can be redrafted according to your style templates. That's absolutely possible. So some of the key elements that can come into this particular support portal is that you can have a link for the knowledge base. You can have an area where you can get into the tickets. It can be historic rough tickets that you have already created, or an area where you want to log a new ticket. So this is a normal access given to the end users or customers. So now here you can see some of the old tickets that are listed here. They can search them based on the status of the ticket, or they can add a new ticket if they want to. Now again, different type of forms can be created here. So let's say I want to submit a ticket to this particular department. Let's say if I click on submit a ticket, it'll actually take us into a form where you have the option to put in the subject details. Let's say right, notebook not powering on, or if there's any activities required in terms of lead creation. This is a sample form that we had created, and you can just mention all the descriptions, all the details over here, put the product details over here, and then submit this particular form. And again, this form also has a capability where you can give them options to attach any documents or any images if required. That's also possible. Some of the software issues, if they are reporting, they can actually take a screenshot and attach those screenshots as well, so that you can have a look at it even before you call back the customer for the support functionality. You just submit this, and this information would be available in the ticket menu or in the ticket module within the Zoho Desk application. So I'll just go back to the Zoho Desk, and I'll just click on the ticket, so where you can see. So I'll just give you a quick idea of what are the information that you see here in the screen. So when I selected the ticket, you can see the list of tickets will be available here. You could also see the status of the ticket, and right now if you see, this was the complaint that I registered just now. So you can see notebook not powering on, it's coming up. So and you can see the status is right now open, and so this information is available here. So if an agent want to start working on the ticket, they just click on this and they can start acting with the particular ticket. Also, you can see there are a lot of elements on this particular screen. If you see on the left side, you can see the list of all the tickets, and you could see on the middle panel the details, or I would say the ticket properties, where you can see the name of the person who reported the issue, their email ID, their contact information, and also some other details like what is the due date, or the skills assigned to that particular agent. Everything, all the information about the ticket will be available here. And getting into the details, you would see the right hand side is where you would see the detailed documentations will be available. So you can see the information, whatever was typed in by that particular customer is visible here, and you can see the subject line over here. Now, to help you start working with this ticket, it's very easy. You can either go to one of the options which says knowledge base. Knowledge base is again a functionality built into Zoho Desk, where if you click on this, it'll actually list out all the relevant documents associated with the issue that is being reported to you. So it's again quite handy, because you don't have to manually go and search for any relevant document to understand and help the agent to figure out what is the issue, and then help them arrive at a resolution. But here, based on the issue description and the tags that we have added, Zoho automatically lists all the relevant documents here. So it's very easy. Just click on that particular document and you can see what needs to be done to fix these kind of issues. So that's again very handy, and that's readily available with the Zoho Desk solution. Also, you can see some other options, like you can connect it to other Zoho applications like CRM or inventory if it is required. Now, another thing that you can see here is that one other question probably before I get into the resolution part is that I was just talking about the knowledge base articles. Now, it is not practically possible to have all the documents ready and available from the day one itself. So you would have to create those content that is required. And to facilitate that, we have this option called as resolution. Basically, it's a place where if that support person has identified a particular workflow on how to fix the issue, or what are the steps that they have taken to resolve the issue, they can document it here in detail, and they can save it as an article, add that as an article, so that it will be automatically taken as a knowledge base article. And if the similar kind of issues are reported in future, the next agent, whoever is picking up the ticket, they can just take assistance from the documents that you have already added. So this option to create knowledge base article is again a very effective tool to keep it very easy, and also it will improve the collaboration between the agents on the floor. So that's again very handy. So the resolution is another part. Now the time entry is again to keep a track of the time of how long that agent has worked on this. So you can start and stop the timer to have an exact track of how much time that agent has spent on these tickets. So that's again possible. Attachment is an area where any files that the customer has uploaded will be available here, and you can view that. At the same time, in case if you are adding any, or if you are collecting some information directly while working with the customer, you can take those screenshots and attach that as a support document as well, along with this attachment. In the activities area, you can see what are the activities that, in case if you want to schedule a callback, or if you want to assign a task to another team member, because as you know, in the support function, the frontliners have to understand what is the issue, and most often than not, it's not them who resolve the issue completely. They may have to get assistance from other team members. So here, this will allow you to assign tasks to multiple other team members, get that issue sorted out, and get assistance from the team members and sort it out completely. That's again possible because we have an option to create activities and keep a track of that. This again adding more to the methodic way of approaching a technical issue or any issues that are being reported, to resolve that at the earliest, right? Now approvals in case, like for example, if there are areas where the agent does not have the right to take a call, they can actually put it across for an approval, and the next authority or the next person responsible to approve this request can look into that and approve that. Again, this workflow will be automated because, as I mentioned here earlier, there are options available where multiple automations can be created. So as I was mentioning, that you have an option to automate various rules to assign tickets to various agents. There's something called as escalation or SLA, or service level agreement, where you can define, based on the type of issue, based on the type of or category of the product being reported, you can create multiple service level agreements where the turnaround time between various tasks can be defined, and you can actually create or notify corresponding users based on the rules that you can define there. So for example, if a response to a particular email is like within half an hour, if the email is not responded within half an hour, a notification can be triggered to the next authority, intimating them that, okay, this particular ticket was not responded and it's already 30 minutes, right? This kind of, if you look into that, this is more of a reactive approach. We can also create a workflow in such a way that, let's say, you're supposed to reply within 30 minutes, and let's say if you have already crossed 20 minutes and you have not responded, we can create reminders in such a way that when there is 10 minutes left, a trigger can be sent to your supervisor so that they can get back to you and check why there is no response, and then you can take actions based on that. A kind of a proactive way of approaching a ticket. So this kind of workflow can also be managed using the automation engine that the Zoho Desk has as a inbuilt functionality. All right, now so going back to the ticket once again, so you can see that we have an option to actually let's close this from here. So you can see, so we have an option to manage the approval workflow also. History is an area where you can see the entire track record of what's happening in the ticket. So if you ask me, on a surface level, for the end users, for the agents, this is what primarily they would see while managing a ticket, right? Now, into the details, there are a lot of other functionalities available. I think a few of them I highlighted by getting into the settings, like the assignment rules that's possible, multiple channel collections that are possible. Another thing is that the marketplace, as I mentioned, interoperability, that's another key expectation that any user would have when they start using a product like Zoho Desk. So you can see that there's a marketplace available where you can see connectors are available for multiple. So if you see within the Zoho ecosystem, there are certain connectors or extensions already built into there. And then some popular brands are also listed. If you see, there are connectors available for Microsoft. If you click on that, you can see already there are certain connectors available for Office 365 and then Microsoft Teams. Let's say if the organization is using Office 365 as their email server, then you can take this information, you can take the customer information directly from the Office 365 by using the integration. You don't have to create every customer one by one. You can just import the information. When you're creating the ticket, you just go to the area. If you see here, it will have an option to import data from the Office 365. That's again a very easy way, and that's possible because an integration is already there with the Microsoft. Similarly, if you go to the Zoho area, you can see that there are different connectors available. So you can see Zoho CRM, there is a connector available. Bing is actually a marketing tool. You can connect it to Bing as well as many other like Zoho projects. If you want to connect with Zoho Analytics, like if you want to get more detailed insights about various data that you have, let's say for the turnaround times that you have spent, how many tickets being resolved, how many first time resolutions, a lot of aspects a lot of insights can be generated. Now the standard dashboards, if it is not sufficient, you can connect Zoho Desk to the Zoho Analytics to get more extensive insights about various transactions that's happening within the Zoho Desk. So these are some of the key functionality which I thought probably I will discuss with you as a part of this quick walkthrough. Now going back to the question that I raised initially, is there a difference between customer raising a complaint to you and the customers responding to a survey question? I think a part of that I've already mentioned, that in a way it's always easy to help our customer resolve an issue and regain their confidence. But if a customer is at a stage where they just leave a feedback, I mean, most often they don't come back and leave a feedback if they are extremely happy. I would say the percentage of response of a very happy customer is very less compared to the customer who are not happy. So let's look into that particular segment of customers who are not happy. They would definitely go back and respond to the survey questionnaire. And basically, it can be taken as a kind of an exit sign-off from the customer. So it's very difficult to recover a customer once they have decided to go away, right? It's very challenging. And if you have, so it's much more easier for you to manage a customer when they are in the complaining stage, when they are reporting an issue. That's the ideal time. Rather it's a proactive response that we need to have to listen to a customer, understand what the concern that they have and resolve it proactively. And that opportunity, we will get it only at the stage when the customer is reporting to you a complaint. So that's where you can see there is a subtle difference, though both of them are a form of feedback that is coming to you. But at the same time, there are certain differences between both of them as well. So I hope this video is helpful to you. And if you need more information, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll definitely be more than happy to help you out. Thank you very much.